So we are going to go over Sweet's evaluation card. So I want you to watch this video first and then watch the evaluation video. So what you're first going to notice is when I place the puppy into the temperament testing area, what I'm observing for is, does she explore the new obstacles? Is her tail up? Is her tail down? Is she not wanting to explore at all and hiding in the corner? So what you'll notice with Sweets is I put her in there and her tail is down and she's moving quite slowly for about a minute. And then after a minute, her tail is high. She's checking out the tunnel. She's checking out the little tarp crinkly bag, and didn't seem to be fazed at all by a new room, new smells, new situations. So I would say it's probably going to take her just a little bit of time to warm up to new situations, and then she adapts very easily. Confidence level. So the next thing, assertiveness. So the next thing that I'm looking for is assertiveness. So you'll see me get into the testing area and I watch to see how she approaches me, or does she approach me? So what you'll see is she very happily noticed I was there, comes trotting over, crawls into my lap. But she was kind of respectful of my space. So she wanted her paws up on my chest and she wanted to get closer to my face, but she wasn't like jumping at my face. So she scored a medium there. And a medium assertive dog is one that, if you have a kid walking around the house with pizza, a low assertive dog is probably going to look and make sure nobody's watching. They might approach, but they probably won't take that pizza. Whereas a medium assertive dog might look around, make sure nobody's watching, and then snatch the pizza. Whereas a high assertive dog is going to have no regard for who is where and just take the pizza from the toddler. So motivation level, we also call this workability. How badly do they want to please their humans? So for example, a family who really wants to do a lot of training, they want to do like intense agility and whatever, you would really need a dog that has a high motivation level, workability. So also when we're placing service dogs, we need to know which dogs need jobs and can handle those jobs very well. So she's middle of the road. I think she's going to enjoy her training sessions. I think training is going to be a snap. She's going to want to please you, and she's going to be interested in what games you're offering or what you're asking to do for her, and she's going to want to try. And then what you also see in the testing area, so I'm playing games and then I'm playing tug or I'm tossing the ball, and then I ask her to like try the bridge, and she'll try everything I ask, which is great. And then she loses interest and kind of buggers off. So she got a medium in there. Nerve strength. She got a medium for nerve strength. So this is their ability to handle stress. How resilient are they? And throughout the testing, she was very high. She handled stress very well. So overall, probably is high, but I scored her on the cautious side of medium because we can always build into that. We can always help a dog be more confident. So when I did like the sound and sight sensitivity, she either didn't notice at all or recovered very quickly, and that's what we're looking for. Touch tolerance. So right at the beginning, I do her puppy massage, puppy handling, and we're not looking for how much a dog enjoys it. We are looking for how tolerant they are. So it's like asking a dog to go to the groomer or the vet. We don't expect them to enjoy it, but some dogs are going to be more tolerant to being handled than others. And this is an area where we can continue to develop that and help a puppy be more tolerant, and we should. So she was a medium. She was very happy to be held. I could touch everything. I gave her a medium only because when we have a puppy that's high touch tolerance, they really kind of just like melt into it and totally enjoy it, where she's like, yeah, you can do it. I don't mind. It's fine. Do I love it? I don't know. Maybe not. So she scored a medium there. Energy level. She was kind of middle of the road, as I would suspect most of them will be. So a low energy puppy, you'll notice they do a lot of sitting. They might even lay down and take a break in the middle of the evaluation. And a high energy puppy really has like a larger than life energy about them. They never slow down. They're kind of like running through the whole assessment. Whereas she kind of took a few moments here and paused, and she would look and observe, and then she would run a little, or she would walk quickly. So yeah, middle of the energy. So really kind of like a family friendly energy level that's up for an adventure, but then also happy to settle down for a couch snuggle after that. Sound sensitivity. So I take like a popper, like a Fisher Price shaker and I shake it. And I'm not looking to see if they notice. What I'm looking for is, did they startle and did they recover? So for the sound sensitivity, she didn't even notice. She didn't even look at me. She didn't even check it out. So she scored a low, which means that she probably won't notice a lot of loud noises. I would say day-to-day life, from what I observe of her, I would say that she does tend to notice loud sounds, but she doesn't seem to be super stressed over them. So again, this is something that we can build into a dog and work on, but she's got a great head start. And sight sensitivity. So I take the tunnel and I kind of pop it and see if she notices like sudden startling moves. And she noticed, but then she kind of just stared at it and she wasn't stressed. So we would notice for a dog that's very sensitive to sights and big movements. Often they're shaking or they kind of go the other direction. And she was kind of like, what is that? And then went about her business after she was done observing it. Prey drive. So I scored her a medium here because you'll see that she really likes her toys, which makes puppies a lot of fun. And it's a little bit easier to kind of redirect them and distract them if they like toys. But she also loses interest. So she kind of chases it for a moment or two. So it's not super intense. So this is kind of the placement where a puppy has a high prey drive. It can be a struggle if there are young kids in the home because young kids are fast moving and they run through the house. And the puppy doesn't know the difference between chasing a squirrel that's moving or a kid. So she's kind of in the middle, which will make her a lot of fun. A puppy with a bit of a prey drive is fun because they enjoy toys and they enjoy different games, but it's not so intense. Human focused. So I gave her a medium. I was kind of undecided because she really liked being with me, but she wasn't so intense that she was very happy as she was still a little bit independent about her. She still liked to go explore on her own and still go check things out. But then you notice she keeps coming and checking back in with me. So she's going to really enjoy being with her people, but I think she'll also do well if she's left at home for a little bit longer stretches. I think she's gonna just be fine if there's kind of a balance between people are home but then they're away, whereas a puppy who has a really high human focus, they can really struggle when their people are gone, but those puppies need more boundaries so that they learn how to do that more on their own, where she kind of has a natural independence about her, but also really likes her people. Tenderheartedness. So you see that I'm going to like roll on the floor and throw a bit of a tantrum and see if she cares. She definitely cared. She came running to my side. She was like right at my face and she didn't really leave me. So when you hear people talking about their dogs that when they were homesick and the dog never left their side, it's these highly tenderhearted puppies. That being said, if a family struggles with a lot of emotion, big emotions, a highly tenderhearted puppy, these families really gravitate to those personalities, and it seems like it's a good idea, but it's not. So if there's a family that's struggling with a lot of anxiety or depression, a highly tenderhearted puppy might crumble under that pressure, feeling like they want to fix everything. So we do often try to place these families with a puppy that is maybe a little bit less tenderhearted and is going to be more encouraging of be like, hey, get up, let's go. But yeah, so she was very sweet in that way. Dog friendliness. So I bring Kiva in and then she kind of like runs over and she was happy to greet her. And then at times she didn't really like intensely follow her around. So I scored her a neutral here, whereas I think she'd be very happy in a dog home that already has a dog. And on the flip side, she'll be very happy if there's not. Either way, I think she'll be great. So overall, I think she's you can see there's just like mediums right down the middle. She's a very middle of the road puppy. I think she's going to thrive in a lot of different situations. So if you have any questions about Sweets, let me know.